Guys, my name is Kiera, also known as Hobo Kiki, and today we're my Hobonichi cousin, my baby, my pride and joy. I'm just gonna go ahead and flip her open for you. This is the week that we are currently on, and I do love how it came out. It helps with productivity, and it just looks light and airy, so I love it. I'm just going to show you how I feel out some of the things, such as my mood slash sleep slash productivity tracker. I am going to cross off some of the things that I did that I forgot to cross off. And then I am also going to fill out my goals. Now, with my physical goals, I did give myself like an age. Excuse me. I felt like I deserved it because the plans for this week was to just exercise most days rather than none. That was it. That's the only like physical goal I had this week. And I know, even though I haven't finished this week, I will be doing that. So 4 days out of 7 is more, okay? And then I have these stickers. I don't know the shop. They don't have any branding on it, so I'm so sorry about that. But I did get these from Journal Say, and then I also got these from E-Star Case. So I'm going to do like a space kind of theme. Let's go ahead and grab our sticker stones. For the vibes, I usually try to match my crystals with this week's stickers. It's just cute. And that one had like a little rainbow glistle, glistening. I don't know if you were able to see it. I do love this star one. It's perfect for space. And I am going to put them in the moon bowl. And then I do have this little alien stone. I know I have a stone for every occasion, just like I do with my stickers. So we can finally get to planning. I do want it to kind of look like this, where it has like a border on the outside. Now this one's going to be a little bit different than this one because the border on this one is still my favorite because it's actually a scene. It makes a cute little scene. But this one's going to be just more so just a very bright pop of color. We're trying to give kind of like galaxy-esque. So anytime you put together blue, purple, and pink and black, you're going to inevitably get that galaxy vibe. I start by whiting out everything. I don't want any color to peek through, but somehow some still gets through. That's okay. And I'm just going to take this, like, I guess PET tape slash stickers that I got from Journal Say, and we're going to use this all around the perimeters of the Hobonichi to kind of like color in the border. And you'll see it when it's completed. But this was the longest part of the process, partly because the stickers didn't want to come up. They were giving me a hard time. And also because I had to do a lot of trimming. So that's the reason that it took so long. But even then, with this being the longest part of the process, it really did not take too long to make this entire spread. I think it was roughly around 30 minutes, which is uh, just about the average for me when it comes to making spreads. So it was not too bad. But yeah, when you want to do this, or if you ever want to do this, all you're going to do is just stay on the outside of the borders, and basically you're going to make your own little colorful border. And it looks so good. I am just going to show you covering the sidebar, which sometimes scares me because I do use my sidebar. If you watch my videos, you will notice that I do use that functionally. So sometimes it scares me, but today I kind of already had a plan as to where everything was going. So yeah, I'm just going to stick down a bunch of stickers, cut them in half. That can help like elongate the usage of one sticker if you cut them in half, especially for this type of spread where you're going to place them only on the borders. You don't want them to go past the sidebar. So you see how I'm covering the sidebar right now? You don't want it to go into Monday. Like, the idea is to contain it in the borders. and it comes out really cute. So try it if you want to, but this is just what I was in the mood for this week. This part is pretty repetitive, so I only show you like the sidebar, but you get the idea. You're just keeping it around the Hobonichi cousin. Let me know if you actually need me to make an elongated version of this. But I don't know. I just felt maybe you understood was showing one side of the Hobonichi. And then I also do a little bit of the top and a little bit of the bottom so you can kind of see like where I'm staying. With this at the top, I don't care if it dribbles a little bit down into like past the perimeters because I know what I'm using as dates for this week, and the date covers will cover up the decoration that's going too far past the perimeters. And I'll show you what I mean when we get there. So while we go ahead and do the same thing over and over again, let's address the elephant in the room. Do y'all believe in aliens or not? Like, I need to know. I'm asking the serious questions, okay? I'm asking the real questions that everyone is dying to know. According to the government, aliens do exist, but they live in our oceans. But also, according to the government, years ago, aliens don't exist, and anybody who saw them were lying. So, which one is it, big dog? Me personally, like where I actually stand, is that I am open to the idea of aliens existing. I just don't think that they look like our idea of what an alien is. I just think it's a sentient being from like out of here, you know, not from Earth, even though we're claiming that they are from Earth, just under our waters. But have you seen some of our aquatic creatures? They are very alien esque. So, you know, I get it. But yeah, like just some kind of sentient being, not necessarily like bipedal or human, like just, you know, has its own little conscious. That's what I think that may be present. I'm open to the idea. I'm not saying they do exist, but if they were to exist, I would be like, oh yeah, I can see that. So that's how I feel about the whole situation. I'm like, yeah, that there's a possibility because this universe is so large, so it's like, why not? But also because I personally have never seen them. I don't know. But if they were to come out and be like, here we are, I'd be like, oh, yeah, okay. So, like, I wouldn't be shocked that they exist. Like, I might be shocked at how they look because who knows how they look, but I wouldn't be shocked that they exist. Anyways, this is how the final border looks. We're going to we're going to stick with Kate. I don't know why I just glitched out right there. Maybe I just got probed by an alien. So I don't know. But we'll use some of these stickers just to use them up. And also, they are some of my favorite stickers for dates when it comes to the Hobonichi cousin. They're not made for the Hobonichi cousin at all, but they just fit so well in there. So I like using them for the Hobonichi cousin. Usually, I like to just cut them down a little bit because the width is longer than the column of a Hobonichi cousin, but the height would be perfect. Like if you wanted to cover that part that says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, these actually fit in those boxes perfectly. When it comes to the height, it's just the width of them. They're too long, but that's fine. For this spread, I didn't even feel like cutting them. I just placed them where I felt like they would work on top of each other, and that was fine. Now I am going to bring in this sticker from E-Star Case, and we'll go ahead and stick that at the bottom right where I am still going to have some room for all of my writing. I'm trying to make sure I have the correct placement because I don't want things to be upside down, and that looks good. I love how it looks like it's bursting out of the page. I can't wait to use these in my daily section, bro. It's gonna be cool. I also have this sticker here from, I think, Starlight Paper Studio. Let me double check. Hold on. Yes, it's from Starlight Paper Studio, and I like to have her right in front of this galaxy opening just because her face is turned away from us, so it looks like she's actually looking into the galaxy. And I thought that would be cute. I am going to add these adorable aliens as well. One that says, "Welcome, Earthlings." How cute. And then another one at the bottom. And eventually I'll put one at the top right as well, just to get them all around the spread. But I do love how they look. I think they're so cute. I wish I knew the shop. I'm sorry about that. The sticker sheet, it didn't have any branding on it, so I do apologize. It's as mysterious as aliens themselves. I'm sorry, I'm being so non-serious today, but I feel like I'm not serious like every day. So I guess I am on brand. Just doing some final trimming here, and I am going to finish out this spread for you. I am going to take a white Sakura jelly roll, and I am going to mark in the dates for the days of the week. I just had to double check which date we were on. Since I covered my little calendar there, I had no clue. But yeah, we'll just take that, and it does the job, especially if it's like a newer jelly roll, then it is going to be highly pigmented. But I notice when these things get like halfway, used, then they decide that they done working. So that's just something you might want to know. Sometimes it just depends, I guess. But my jelly rolls, they have a mind of their own. So I have several just laying about when one decides it wants to quit on me. I am going to mark this into different sections here. This top section is going to be like my events. Of course, you guys know, if you're new here, I do like to plan my events at the top of the week just because it is the first thing I see. So any meetings, any appointments, any like special thing I need to notate for that specific day, it goes up there at the top. Now, in this middle row here, we're going to do something different, a little new. I am going to use that as like my health tracker. This first highlighted line will be my steps, and then under that will be my exercise, and then under that will be something probably food related, like what I ate or calories I ate or something like that. On this left side at the bottom here, I am making a master to-do list. I like having these rather than like what needs to be done every single day, just because those tend to stress me out just a little bit. I don't think it's hard, but yeah, I just like to have a bunch of things that I know need to get done this week, and I'll get them done whenever I get them done, and I'll cross them off when I cross them off. And that way it's not like pressure to like get something specific done unless it absolutely 100% needs to get done that day. If it does, then it goes in the event at the top section. So it'll be all the way at the top, meaning that's something you need to get done today. But if it doesn't, then it just goes in the master to-do list. And then, of course, we need my mood tracker. So that's getting added in. And I will also add my goal tracker and then 2 habit trackers, reading and no soda. I took the whole Instagram tracker out because I am using that for my social media planner now. If you didn't know what I'm talking about, then I'll make sure I'll leave that video at the description. That's something you can take a look at. It's another planner I started specifically just for social media. So in case you want to look at it, it's there for you. Again, after we got all those stickers down on the border, everything came together so easily. Looking back at this now, though, the color is pretty like vibrant. So I think I might take some more black splotch stickers. I don't know what you want to call them. the little inky stickers that I use to make the border. I'll take some black and kind of like dull it down, I think. We'll see how I'm feeling, but I think that would make it look spacier. So I think that's something that I'll do. I'll add one more little guy. He's so adorable. And he's in his little space suit. Oh my gosh. But that is basically the whole spread. You guys, I'm so excited to write. I feel like it's going to be so functional for me. Health is something that I'm really trying to focus on, so I might need to start doing this a lot more often. We will see. But I do like how everything's turned out. If you're new here, hi, how are you? I do like to follow a theme for the entire month of my Hobonichi cousin, and this month's theme is skies. So everything is going to be revolving around that, which is why we did like a whole like outer universe thing. You know, that's up in the sky. It's loosely followed by the theme, okay? And then I do use these same stickers that I used in my weekly section for that same daily section. So if you want to see how I use these same stickers to decorate the daily section, be on the lookout for that video. I'm excited because the stickers, some of these galaxy stickers are huge. That's what I was just showing you. It took half the page. But that is basically it, you guys. If you like the video, feel free to like the video. If you dislike the video, feel free to dislike the video. It's whatever, bro. Stay safe. And I got a cough. Hold on. Okay, I removed it out the video. But stay safe and stay creative, okay? Bye.